19, what are your plans for this movement if the country falls under the role of martial law as a designed outcome from the rioting which would ensue from economic collapse? That's, of course, a very, very important question. Basically, the numbers need to be powerful in this movement to the extent where the standing armies literally can't compare. And this is a dramatic thing to say, but it's very true. I believe there's about 1.1 million Army personnel in America. I can't remember how many police there are. But if you consider how many people are on this planet versus the brainwashed people that work for the establishment, and some of them mean well. I'm not trying to put down the military. These are people that have been conditioned into their value systems, and it's not their fault. Same with the police. But once enough people are able to come forward with a unified direction, there's no way that the establishment can find enough people to walk against it. And this is an important thing, and why numbers are so important, why we need millions and millions of people that are not only involved in a general sense, but also able to be active in an immediate sense. So if there was ever a march on Washington, it wouldn't be just a couple 100,000 people, it would be millions. And this is the kind of thing that we're set to create, not only in America, but throughout the world, and that's the whole point. It's, as I denoted in the film, it has to be the largest mass movement the world has ever seen. You have to get people united in a common goal. And once you do that, the elite and the powers that be and the military are so small in numbers that, first of all, they'll feel extremely uncomfortable going against people of such numbers. So this is the only way to combat that. There's no advocation of violence at any point. It's simply the old Martin Luther King notions, and Gandhi notions. The numbers are so vast that the establishment doesn't stand a chance. And that's really the observation that needs to be pointed out. I think it's going to be catalytic if we ever do have rioting and from this economic collapse. People just need to know where to go, and that's where all of this comes in. Unfortunately, no one has any idea where to go. They're listening to all of these other people talk about things that are just basically criminalizing the government and the constituents, and the AIG and all of this nonsense that really has no basis or relevance for people to be mad about. What they should be mad about is the establishment itself. And until we get that awareness out there and for people to focus on what the real change is, moving forward in a common direction for all humanity, as ambitious as that sounds, really that's the only end that we can hope for, and the problems are never going to go away otherwise. So in answer to that question, we need to get to everyone as fast as possible, especially those that are upset. If you meet somebody that's been recently unemployed and they're talking about the banking system loosely and they don't understand what the mechanisms are, please communicate to them what the real central mechanisms are, about how the whole system is a contrivance designed to periodically fail, and that basically works to the benefit of the upper echelon of the corporate and governmental elite. And it's a continuous cycle that's been going on for a long time. We can't handle this cycle anymore. So things like that. I'll try to post more information on that as far as communication and talking to people in the future. Let's see here.